Bruce Lee walks into a Los Angeles bar when a 6-7 inches bouncer blocks the door and says 4 words, "No Chinese allowed here." What happens in the next 9 seconds does not just get Bruce Lee into the bar. It gets him a job offer and changes how every bouncer in Los Angeles thinks about size versus skill. Los Angeles, California, August 1965. Saturday night, 11:15 p.m., the Silver Dollar Saloon, a bar on the edge of Chinatown and downtown Los Angeles, the kind of place where construction workers drink after their shift, where off-duty cops come to forget what they saw, where the line between rough and dangerous blurs after midnight. The bouncer at the door is named Big Ray, 6'7", 285 pounds, former semi-pro football player, arms like tree trunks, neck thicker than most men's thighs. He has worked this door for 3 years. Nobody gets past Big Ray unless Big Ray decides they get past. Big Ray has rules, his rules. Not the owner's rules, his rules. No troublemakers. No drunks who have already had too much. No college kids looking to start fights they cannot finish. And no Chinese. Not because the owner said so. Because Big Ray said so. Because this is his door. His kingdom. 3 feet of concrete where he is God. And everyone else is asking permission to enter heaven. Bruce Lee walks up to the door, 24 years old, 5'7", 135 pounds, wearing a simple black shirt and slacks. Nothing flashy, nothing threatening. Just a young man looking for a drink after teaching martial arts classes all day. He has been in Los Angeles for 2 months, moved from Seattle to expand his teaching, to find new students, to build something bigger than what he left behind. He does not know this bar, does not know Big Ray, does not know the rules that exist only in Big Ray's head. He reaches for the door. Big Ray's hand comes down, massive palm pressing flat against Bruce's chest, stopping him cold. "Where do you think you are going, little man?" Bruce looks up, way up. The size difference is almost comical. David and Goliath, a house cat facing a grizzly bear. Inside, for a drink. Big Ray grins. The grin of someone who enjoys this part of the job, the part where he gets to say no, the part where he gets to watch smaller men accept their place in the world. No Chinese allowed here. Bruce does not react, does not show anger, does not show fear, just processes the information, files it away. Is that the owner's policy or yours? Big Ray's grin fades slightly. Nobody asks questions. They just leave. That is how this works. Mine. And what are you going to do about it, little man? Go cry to someone who cares. Laughter from inside the bar. People near the door heard, think it is funny. The giant bouncer picking on the tiny Chinese man. Bruce stands still, perfectly still. The stillness that his students recognize. The stillness that means something is about to happen. "I am going to ask you one more time to let me through that door." Big Ray laughs. Loud. From the belly. "Or what? You going to kung fu me? I have seen those movies. Bunch of dancing and yelling would not work on a real man." He pokes Bruce in the chest. Hard. The kind of poke that leaves a bruise. "Go back to Chinatown, little man. Go eat your rice. And leave the real bars to real Americans." Bruce does not step back from the poke, does not flinch, just looks at Big Ray with those eyes, those measuring eyes, reading stance, reading balance, reading every weakness that 285 pounds of arrogance cannot hide. "Last chance. Move your hand." Big Ray is done talking. He reaches for Bruce, going to grab him by the collar, going to throw him into the street. Going to teach this little Chinese man a lesson about knowing his place. His hand never reaches Bruce's collar. What happens next takes 9 seconds. Big Ray will replay those 9 seconds for the rest of his life, will tell the story to anyone who listens, will admit he still does not fully understand what happened. Second one. Big Ray's hand reaches forward. Bruce is there. Then Bruce is not there. He moves 6 inches to the left. The hand grabs air. Second 2. Big Ray is off balance. His weight committed forward. His center of gravity past his feet. He tries to correct. Too slow. Second 3. Bruce's right hand moves.
Open palm.
Strikes Big Ray's solar plexus. Not hard, just precise. The exact spot where the diaphragm meets the nerve cluster. Second 4. Big Ray's breath leaves his body. All of it. At once. His lungs forget how to work. His brain screams for oxygen. Nothing comes. Second 5. Big Ray's knees buckle. 285 pounds of muscle, suddenly worthless. He starts to fall forward. Second 6. Bruce steps to the side. Guides Big Ray down. Does not let him face plant into the concrete. Controls the fall. Second 7. Shuei is on his knees. Hands on the ground. Gasping. Mouth open like a fish on a dock. No air coming in. Panic in his eyes. Second 8. Bruce kneels beside him. Places a hand on his back. Speaks quietly, calmly. Breathe. It will come back. Relax and breathe. He will come back. Relax and breathe. Second 9. Big Ray's diaphragm resets. Ear rushes in. Ragged. Painful. But air. Life. He is not dying. He just thought he was. 9 seconds. Start to finish. The biggest man on the block reduced to his knees by someone half his size. The doorway is silent. The laughter stopped somewhere around second 4. Now there is just shock. Disbelief. The sound of a giant gasping for air, and a small man helping him breathe. Bruce stands. Looks at the people watching from inside the bar. I would still like that drink. If no one objects. No one objects. Bruce walks inside, sits at the bar, orders a beer, drinks it slowly, like nothing happened. Like 9 seconds did not just rewrite everything these people thought they knew about fighting. Big Ray recovers after 2 minutes, stands slowly, his legs shaking, his pride destroyed, his entire understanding of strength and power shattered on the concrete. He walks inside. Everyone watches. Waiting to see what happens, waiting for round 2, waiting for the revenge that surely must come. Big Ray walks directly to Bruce, stands beside him, his shadow covering the smaller man completely. Bruce keeps drinking his beer, does not look up, does not tense, just waits. Big Ray speaks, his voice hoarse from the gasping. What the hell was that? Bruce takes another sip. That was precision versus power. You had the power. I had the precision. Precision wins. Big Ray is quiet for a long moment. I have been in 100 fights. Won all of them. No one has ever put me down that fast. No one has ever put me down at all. There is always someone faster. Someone who understands angles and pressure points and timing. Size is an advantage, not a guarantee. Big Ray signals the bartender. Give this man whatever he wants. On me. The bartender's eyebrows rise. In 3 years Big Ray has never bought anyone a drink. And clear out the back room. I need to talk to him. Privately. Bruce looks up for the first time. Curious. Why? Because I own half this bar. And I need what you have. The back room is small. A desk. Some chairs, where the real business happens. Big Ray sits across from Bruce, still breathing carefully, still feeling the ghost of those 9 seconds. I thought size was everything. Thought if I was the biggest man in the room, I was the most dangerous. You just proved that wrong. Bruce shakes his head. I did not prove it wrong. I proved it incomplete. Size matters. Strength matters. But they are not the only things that matter. What else matters? Speed, timing, understanding how the body works, knowing where to strike and when. You are strong, but you are slow. You telegraph your movements, You reach when you should wait. You rely on intimidation instead of technique. Big Ray listens. Actually listens. The arrogance gone. Replaced by something else. Hunger. The hunger to learn. Can you teach me? Bruce studies him. Sees something beneath the bully. Beneath the racist door policy. Beneath the pride and the size and the 3 years of being king of this doorway. Sees a student. Why should I teach someone who would not let me through a door because of my race? Big Ray flinches. Deserves that. Because I was wrong. Because I was stupid. Because I thought being big meant being better. You just showed me I do not know anything. And the only thing worse than being ignorant is staying ignorant when someone offers to teach you. Bruce finishes his beer. Sets down the empty glass. 2 conditions. Name them. First, that sign in your head. The one that says no Chinese. It comes down. Tonight. Forever. Anyone who can pay for a drink gets a drink. Anyone who causes trouble gets removed. Race has nothing to do with it. Big Ray nods slowly. Done. Should have never been there in the first place. Second, you do not train to become more dangerous. You train to become more disciplined. Fighting is the last option, not the first. If you learn what I teach and use it to bully people, I will find you, and the next lesson will not be 9 seconds. It will be 3. Big Ray swallows. Believes every word. Understood. Bruce stands. Extends his hand. Monday night, 7 p.m. I teach at a school on College Street. Bring clothes you can move in. Bring water. And bring humility. Leave the ego at home. Big Ray shakes his hand. Carefully. Aware now of what those hands can do. I will be there. He is. Every Monday for the next 2 years. Rain or shine. Oh, busy or not. Big Ray shows up. Learns. Grows. Shrinks in some ways. His body stays the same size, but his presence changes. Less threatening. More controlled. The arrogance replaced by quiet confidence. He stops being a bouncer. Starts training other bouncers. Teaching them what Bruce taught him. De-escalation first. Physical intervention last. Precision over power. Control over chaos. The bars he trains become known as the safest in Los Angeles. Fewer fights. Less violence. Problems handled before they become problems. 20 years later, Big Ray runs a security company. 50 employees. Contracts with hotels and clubs across Southern California. He tells every new hire the same story. A 135-pound Chinese man put me on my knees in 9 seconds. I thought I was invincible because I was big. He taught me that invincible is a myth, that anyone can be dropped if you know where to hit and when to move. That the best security is not about being the biggest monster in the room. It is about being the smartest person in the room. He keeps a photograph on his office wall. Bruce Lee and Big Ray, taken outside the Silver Dollar Saloon 3 months after they met. The giant and the legend, student and teacher. 2 men who should have been enemies becoming something better instead. Bruce Lee never talked about that night publicly. Never bragged about humbling the biggest bouncer in Los Angeles. When students asked about fighting larger opponents, he would just smile. Size is what you see. Skill is what you do not see until it is too late. 9 seconds changed Big Ray's life. Changed how he saw himself. Changed what he valued. Changed the kind of man he became. 9 seconds. That is all it takes to destroy someone's worldview. To prove that everything they believed was incomplete. To offer them a choice between staying wrong and becoming better. What assumptions are you carrying about strength and power? About who deserves respect and who does not? About what makes someone dangerous? Because someone smaller, someone you underestimated, someone you would not let through your door, they might have the 9 seconds that changes everything you think you know.